Welcome to Alignment with Harmonic Nexus here. Today we will be starting off with a sound therapy session with crystal bowls. And then today we'll be talking about, of course, as you know, the sexual transmutation. And with that, today we'll be harnessing sex energy through retention. So, again, with Harmonic Nexus. All right. Thank you. Whoever's tuning in now, and hope you had a nice experience with the sound bath. Clear up some energy and chakras there. So, let's see here. Today's agenda is sexual transmutation. So, if you've been following our channel here for the last couple of weeks, you know this is a reoccurring subject, and I've made the decision every Monday minimum to explore deeper on these concepts and to answer any questions anyone have, and to just let people know to, everyone's talking about sex, as we know, and it's just become like a taboo thing. But yet, when you are, looking at social media and celebrities and news, like, all over that crap is always promoting sexual things, sexual objects, even in music. But yet it's a taboo thing. And as you know, you can see that when the subject comes up, that, depending on people and depending who you're talking with, obviously, that you see people are not comfortable talking about it, or they're even afraid, like, and these are from personal experience to me and everyone I've talked to as well, is not, willing to open up about certain things that bother them in that area. And so I'm here to tell you, it's the sexual energy is so powerful, it's creation force. And the way you use it determines your life, like, completely. Anyone watching this, or if you can relate, like I said, like for myself, is it can lead you in directions that keep you unfocused. So if you're a goal-oriented person and you need things to get it be accomplished in your life, like myself, it's something that should really be taken into more consideration. So today, with alignment with Harmonic Nexus, we are talking about harnessing sex energy through retention. So how can we become more successful in all areas of life through the harnessing of sex energy through retention? So if you're thinking, well, what the hell is retention? So for men, retention would be, not ejaculating, not letting out your semen, busting a nut, whatever you want to call it, basically. That's going to be retention, for men, on only at one aspect. Okay. And the reason for that, so specifically for men, retaining your life force energy, your semen, your ejaculate, whatever you want to come. There you go. That's a common phrase, right? Your come. So that there, yeah. Trey, I know it's funny. So with that, retaining that there is going to harness your sex energy in your sacral and chakras and your lower chakras there, because that's where energy build up, where your genitals are. That's why you get horny. That's, because that energy comes there and it needs to be distributed in some way, some form. So most people do it through the physical. So the majority of people never learn that the urge of sex has other possibilities, which far transcend in importance that of mere physical expression. So what is that of when it says that of mere physical expression? Well, that means, physical, sex, masturbating, things like that and all that. So that's what physical expression means. The majority of those who make this discovery do so after having wasted many years at a period when the sex energy is at its height. So this is just a paragraph in Think and Grow Rich and the Mystery of Sex Transmutation. So I bring that up because, sex energy, especially for me in my experience, is so powerful. That energy in itself dictates the things that you do. So if you're using it for the physical, it's not going towards, not that that's wrong either at all, but the overindulgence of that, of using it as in the physical form on a consistent basis and draining your energy again as guys, that energy can be directed in a different direction to give you to your goal, whatever it is you're accomplishing, and things like that. That you can focus it and move it in a direction of something you want to accomplish. But again, it says here, many people don't make the discovery that the energy of sex can be used in other purposes. We do it unconsciously for some things, or maybe, a lot of times, for myself as well, is if you go to the gym, you see someone you're really attracted to at the gym, and, that gets you excited, it gets you horny, it turns you on, you get that sexual urge, but you're working out already and you're in the process and whatever you're doing. So by default, that energy gets transmuted towards the physical expression of working out, which is great. And, you will be, I speak for myself as a man. Anybody else that, has had this happen at the gym, yeah, you get a better workout, you have more energy. It's great. So many people do not realize this after, you know, um, usually for men, it's in like their 40s to 50s. Usually when you see men start to really accomplish things like that, of greater things, in business and life, whatever. It's just we kind of call getting their shit together, that kind of deal. Because most of the time, as men from like, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to 30, all through the 20s as well, a lot of men are just so controlled by their sexual urges that they just seek physical expression, of course, in those ways. So until that sexual energy drops and is not as powerful and not as potent, do then men usually start to be more focused because that sexual energy is not as powerful. So it no longer controls them that much and they can, use their head more instead of, their dick, if you want to say that. So, um, so let's see here. Mr. Jakes, can you comment anything here?
Sorry, I was
No problem.
dealing with my baby boy here. He's kind of handful right now, but yeah. As far as what you're talking about, what what are some ways that you could help, like some examples of how to do semen retention, like how to actually like
How to
go
retain.
about doing that? Yeah, like like I'm talking about like being mindful of it, like that kind of thing. Like I know willpower is probably the strongest, asset that you got for that. But is there anything you can do to kind of like strengthen that willpower to just be more conscious about semen retention and things like that?
Got it. So the question is how to consciously retain the semen retention at a more effective level. Is that the question?
Yes, perfect.
All right. So, of course, the energy of that sex energy it's coming, and if you're now consciously aware of it, that you want to, again, that's the first step is awareness. The awareness of, hey, I'm making the decision, awareness, decision. I'm making the decision that I'm going to retain my semen for the purpose of harnessing my sexual energy and redirecting it towards my goals, dreams, accomplishments, things in my life that are very important for me to move ahead. So then you want to, at that point, at consciousness, decide, okay, well, where's it going? Because you can say, okay, I want it towards my goals and purpose, but again, what are your goals and purpose? So have a clearly defined goal. That's the thing, is what does I want to accomplish? So I could say one of my goals is for physical body, working out, as you can see here, and I have my shirt off so you can enjoy. I'm crazy. So that's one thing that I harness my energy for, is for the physical, my physical. Hey, I'm going to retain the semen because I know that life force energy will fuel me more in my exercises, which, like before, a lot of people maybe relate, where they use a lot of pre-workout. And I used to be that guy too. And I'll tell you, it's terrible for your body. Like, it's not necessary. Do not believe what social media, society, and all that is telling you, because you do not need pre-workout to get you going when you get there. Yeah, at first you might need to get your gears going, but do it naturally, because your body becomes accustomed to that. Well, then you become addicted to it. Then you're just like, oh, I can't get a good workout because I need this pre-workout. So, and I can talk deeper on that. My pre-workout is a breathing exercise and meditation, and then this harnessing of sexual energy. So, for example, before I go to the gym, like yesterday, if anyone watching saw my bench press video from yesterday, I'm very grateful that I'm back to benching 290. So, congrats to myself. And before I bench, I'll sit there on the bench and then I'll meditate. Breathe deep through the nose, into the belly, up and out through the chest. And while I'm doing this, I'm imagining my sexual center, so the genital area. I flex my pelvic floor, and when I inhale, I flex it as hard as I can, and I imagine my sexual energy rising up through my body, up through the chakras. And then when I let go, I release my pelvic floor, exhale, and do this again for a while. But all while, transmuting the sexual energy through me. And because if you have the semen retention, let's say for a week, we won't put stretch goals, let's say a month, 6 months, 8, but let's just say a week to start off, guys. All right. 3 days to a week, whatever you can do. And that energy that you use there, you now have built it over a period of time versus releasing it multiple times a day. So now that you've accumulated this energy, again, this life force energy in your sacral chakra, now you can consciously breathe in and visualize it going up, just going up, then out. And for me specifically, because I was working out, I was like, okay, I see how easy the benching is going to be. I see the movement. I see this, everything. And I feel the energy. I'm getting into the right mind space. I'm getting relaxed, because when you're benching, doing a heavy set of workouts, you have a fear of, man, can I really do this? Man, this is heavy. Is it going to fall on me? All these things like that. You have all these doubts and fears in your mind, which then, get in the way and do not allow you to perform the exercise as you wish. So it gets over that fear, that anxiety in your head, and gets you a clear mindset to then do the exercise. So again, that's for exercise and my personal example. So, like, let's say just for, if you don't work out, you're not consistent with it right now, whatever the case, and the urge comes up. So this will be also for women, is you want to do, like, as I said, just slow down, and and it's going to be challenging if if your sexual energy usually overcomes you, and I know that completely. So again, this is for people who consciously want to make that change, to focus and direct and harness their sexual energy towards their goals, because this is a challenge. If you are, your sexual urges currently control you, it's something that's pretty tough to get out initially. But you have to have um, the awareness that you made the decision to do this. And once you get that, be disciplined. Be disciplined. So your discipline is going to be, okay, I feel the sexual urge, whatever the circumstance. Let's say it's, again, if you're addicted to porn or something, and it's like, oh, I need to go do that. Go outside. Replace the action with something else. So you'll go on autopilot to go down in whatever form you're doing that. And Dina says, self-control is strength. Yes, exactly. Yep. That is your strength. Self-control is definitely strength, and that discipline for it. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's like working out a muscle, honestly. So let's say, again, you were addicted to porn, watching these things, and, on autopilot, that self-control is like a muscle that you build up every time. It's like, no, I'm going to control myself. I'm going to go meditate. I'm going to go align my chakras, whatever it is. But if it's severe, go do something creative. And if the physical expression is always something that's going to be the easiest. So for me, it's exercising. So I recommend that for everybody, exercise, because if you're not at a level of consciously in the mind where you can meditate and do that, then you're going to have to seek physical expression. But that physical expression does not have to be the actual act of sex or masturbation. It can be the act of working out, taking a walk. For physical, I mean, you can come up with other physical things that, will not use that energy. Or then the creative faculties, making music, art of any kind, painting, drawing, all these things. And it will seek that expression, and the energy will flow towards there. So the more self-control you have with this on a consistent basis, the easier it's going to get, to a point where you can be like, wow, I forgot I even had a problem with self-control for that. I forgot that I was addicted to this, all these things like that. So does that clear your answer, Mr. Jix? if you can
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, that does. Thank you.
Right. Anything else? Let's see. So, anyone watching, if you have a question or anything like that, please state now, or we'll be ending this soon. And thanks anyone who's watching the replay. Comment, get to me, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to ask me any questions. Like and subscribe. Send me a private Facebook message, whatever it may be. And we can go from there. So let's see. All right. 10 seconds. All right, people. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, send me a message. And we'll see us next time on our next subjects. And have a great time.